Can you imagine if they were using softballs in the MLB? These guys wouldn't miss. You know, a little dab pen action, couple beers.
Let's just get fucked up.
Sounds like you're like gay, but you don't want to say you're gay.
Dude, Salvia's fucked up, man. Dude, Salvia's fucked, bro. So, I got high with every single one of my bosses around watching. Dude, for fuck's sake, I've done shrooms in that guy's house. 1, 2, 3.
Nice, I guess you just did that. And baby, we're live.
Welcome
back, bitch. We are in the middle of a fucking pandemic right now, boys.
Yep.
Hey,
dude,
the world is absolutely coming to an end. All the liquor stores are shutting down. How to stock up?
can I do? Oh, literally, yeah. I had to run to the things. I was just like, I've been hearing like rumors of like the LCs shutting down, but I was like, they're not gonna shut down. We're fine. Like, and obviously, I don't think they're still not gonna. I don't think, but
They will eventually.
dude, relax, please.
Do you think everyone's blowing this out of proportion?
Oh, 100. Dude, so many people I know are like, oh, I'm staying home. Like, I don't want to hang out with anybody. I'm like, where am I going? I'm not infected by these.
Dude, hey.
People in our house are touching shit. I'm like, so that means you're going to be exposed, not me.
The thing is, though, dude,
like, man.
As of right now in BC, where we live, there is a higher death rate than recovery rate as of right now.
Cool. Because
Yeah.
of all the old people. Dude,
Dude, a 21-year-old died.
tough. Hey, man.
Hey, you got asthma, bro. You better
Yeah.
watch out.
Dude,
You're on the...
Dude, if it hits me, it hits me. I'm not fucking scared of it. What am I going to be afraid of? The breathing? Like, come on, man.
Okay, but you are going to be... You're not going to be like a fucking guy Lysol wiping his cock before he jerks off.
No.
But you're going to be like... You're going to be a little bit precautionary. You're not going to go out and fucking go to a movie.
My guy, I'm not going to raves right
Yeah,
now.
I know.
No chance. Bro, what have I been doing all day? I've been doing
Dude,
homework. I've been writing treatments on my fucking computer for the last 10 hours of my goddamn life.
You see in Miami right now, everyone's like, I don't give a fuck. It's spring break.
I just turned 21. I want to party. Shut up.
Angle your mic up a bit.
Yes, I know. The thing is fucked.
that thing's
We
fucked,
still need new stands.
Hey, but who? Hey.
Oh, yes.
New cam, boys. New camera.
Yeah. First upgrade. The nice Panasonic Lumix G85.
Dude, this
Welcome
is
to
the first
the-
upgrade.
welcome to
Welcome
the
to
pod.
the new fucking... You can see all the imperfections on my face now because it's high quality, so... Dude, hey, that's the thing. Dude, while this thing's going, like, say we're in a lockdown for like 2 months, all these girls, they're gonna run out of makeup. Because what are they going to do? They're just going to spam
dude.
social media for the first 2 weeks.
Dude, and then you're going to see...
Dude, we're going to
It's going to weed them out.
It's going to... Dude, this is a natural selection of
At its
the hot
finest.
girls.
You're going to see the peanut brittle in full effect.
Dude, some girls.
Dude, either that or like because they're not wearing any makeup, they're just going to be smokes because their face is going to finally clear up. You know?
Exactly. But dude, there's some girls, like, I was watching, it was like a weird... You know, you get like those weird suggestions on YouTube?
Yeah.
It was like a girl could turn herself into any celebrity she wants.
That's fucked.
Like, she turned herself into Jack Sparrow. She's just this little Asian girl. Like, dude, I swear to God, she
fuck?
looks like fucking Captain Jack Sparrow.
My man, Johnny
Obviously, she braided the hair and wore a fucking pirate's hat. But
No,
like,
yeah, still
But
though.
like the facial features and shit.
That's fucked.
Turned herself into like Jack Black. Dude,
How
but
do
you
hey,
can't.
okay, hold on. How do you make fat?
Dude, you
Like-
just contour it the right way. But hey, you're very limited to celebrities. If you do a black celebrity, that's just blackface.
Hey, watch, I can do Kevin Hart. No, no, you can't. Nope.
Dude, that one guy, he's a black guy.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say Prime Minister Justin Trudeau.
No. He's the black dude from Thor, the guy who was like fucking the guy.
He was fucking the guy.
No. He was
Bro,
the guy who was in
Bro, what version of Thor did you watch?
the one on Pornhub.
Thunderstick.
Dude, there's I'll tell you after. But it's the guy from Thor. The guy, he had like one eye, or he had like no eyesight, but he could see the stars. He was like,
Was it the guy with the sword?
yeah, he had the sword, and he was like sending. He
Bro,
was the
what's
guy
his-
in
dude,
charge of the portal.
Dude, what's his name? God, it's pissing me off.
Anyways, he got coronavirus.
Oh no, yeah. He was like
yeah.
one of the first celebrities I saw. Yeah.
Yeah, which proves, hey, black people
Fuck.
can get it too. So
What? Doesn't discriminate. What is his name, man?
I don't know.
That's gonna bother
It's like
me now.
I think it's Isaac or something.
No.
Ibiza. His name's
No.
Ibiza. I don't know, man. But dude, hey, Tom Hanks, or is it
Tom Hanks
Tom
got it,
Hanks. Yeah.
Dude, has Tom Hanks ever had controversy?
No, he's the most likable guy in the world.
He's never fucked anybody he shouldn't have fucked. He's never said anything he shouldn't have said.
Imagine if Tom Hanks had a Me Too.
Dude, exactly my point, though. That guy, he's like everybody's dad. It's just like, it's Tom Hanks. I love that guy.
Well,
he was in that one movie with Wilson, the beach ball, or the volleyball.
Well, Mr. Dude, what's his name? Bill. Mr. Rape. Black guy. Is his name Bill? The guy who was molesting. The first Me Too. The OG Me Too.
Buddy,
Bill Cosby. Hey, he was everyone's dad, too. He was America's dad, wasn't he?
No, buddy, that's Mr. Rogers.
Dude, I'm fucking out of the loop here. But hey, you know what? I wouldn't be surprised.
He was definitely, like, big, yeah. And then it just came out that he was just roofing chicks.
Dude, he was like a clean comic, too, apparently. He wouldn't even swear, but then he would just roofie girls. Dude.
I've like heard like this other guy. I remember hearing this on a podcast a long time ago. It was it was like the British version of Mr. Rogers. Forget his name, but this guy was like, just a white knight, like didn't do anything wrong ever. He was the greatest thing. And then he died. And then it came out that he had been like molesting, like he molested like 200 kids. And like, it was like,
can't be doing that.
Dude. Like, apparently, like, they were in, like, children's hospitals and shit, and he would go in, they'd be like, oh, like, that's, like, their, like, dying wish, and he would go in, he'd be like, oh, I just wanted, like, a moment alone with the child. He would get all the nurses and everything to leave, and then he would just, like, diddle them.
Dude, he was just molesting, like, disabled kids because they can't run away.
They can't fight back.
He can't run away.
Oh, Timmy can't feel from the legs down?
He's just numb from the waist down. Catch him when he's sleeping.
Oh, God. We gotta get off this topic, man.
Dog, hey. All right. Well, this is the fucking first time that I've seen you since the fucking everyone just started shutting down, man.
Okay, man, can I just ask? Like, hey, this is like beat to death by now. Why are you buying toilet paper? Why's everybody buying
I saw a fucking video
I
where
keep seeing, like, the funniest memes are now, it's just like, it's like food ran out days ago. We've been eating toilet paper for 2 weeks.
Dude, after this shit clears over in like 2 weeks, every house in the world is getting TP'd. What are they gonna do? They have 500 rolls.
I would just start using like the utmost amount of TP before you'd clog your toilet.
Dude, the owner of Charmin is gonna come out wearing like Lil Pump chains. And
I was gonna say that the CEO
diamond encrusted.
The CEO of toilet paper is just dripping in gold right now. Just like that from fucking Austin Powers. I love gold.
This guy's
gold
just
member. He's just got an absolute gold cock. Hell yeah.
Dude, there's some companies that are absolutely raking in the dough. I don't even want to think about the amount of money that Netflix and Pornhub are making right now.
Crazy amounts, probably. Like,
dude,
slightly above average, I would say.
Dude, I've been waiting for the day that Pornhub just shuts down.
Dude, do you think people are going crazy now? Think about it. A weekend of guys not being able, like, not having, like, what if, like, all porn sites got shut down in the States?
Yeah.
Nobody in the city, no guys specifically have access to porn. It's gonna be random chimp events, bro.
It's the only thing keeping us together.
You're gonna see men at their fucking, like, darkest time. Just testosterone through the roof. Just, like, they, like, kick down your door and you're just like, oh my God, there's, fuck.
I need to fuck.
I haven't jerked off in a week.
Dude.
Just use your imagination.
Did I tell you what happened to me the other day at work? About Starbucks? So I went to Starbucks.
You got fucked in Starbucks?
No. I went to Starbucks after work the other day, and it's just across the street from my work.
Yep.
After work, go over there, got myself a nice caramel macchiato.
Oh, no, like you do.
Dude, I'm walking across the street, the crosswalk, right after I got my caramel macchiato, right? Yeah. Nice and piping hot.
Oh,
there's a chick, like an Asian chick wearing a mask, obviously super afraid, maybe 10 to 15 feet in front of me. Dude, I sipped on my caramel macchiato, and it went down the wrong pipe, and I coughed, and she ran away. She sprinted. I swear to God. Did it tell you this?
No.
Dude, she ran. And then even just before this, man, like I was in the store buying beers and fucking I was like about to go up to the counter, but I like ran away to the corner because I felt a tickle in my throat. And I'm like, dude, if I cough right now, the whole store is shutting down. Like, dude, you can't cough anymore.
No,
you
literally,
can't cough.
You're like fucking, you look down. But dude, I saw this funny Vine. It was like, you know those like escalator memes where like people are like, one person's going up the escalator, one person's going down. They like touch their hand, like
Yeah,
lightly,
yeah.
kind of like look at them. It was like that, except it was like this black dude, and he's just holding a can of those Lysol wipes, and the person like comes up to him and like touches his hand and just goes, and the guy's just like
Stare as he's going
eyeing
down.
him down as he's going up the thing. He's just like locked eyes with him, and then he's like standing at the top of the escalator, just eyeing this guy down. And then the person at the bottom like starts going up, and another person, same thing. They have like a fucking thing of hand sanitizer in their hand. Guy touches their hand, starts coughing, and you hear the guy go. It's like, bruh, come
Dude,
on,
people are freaking
bruh.
out. Hey, Purell right now. Purell it doesn't kill the virus. Isn't it an airborne virus? Why is everyone washing their hands?
Well, I mean, you get like fucking germs on your hands still, brother.
I guess. Dude, we're legit at like the start of it right now in Canada. Like,
yeah, I know.
what does Canada have? 500 cases total? It's something like that. Like we went over 300 today in BC. And then there was 8 deaths and 5 recovered.
Close to 1,000, I think, something like
In
that.
Canada?
Something like
The
that.
States has, I think, 5,000 right now.
Yeah.
Italy's got what?
Italy's got like over 10,000, I'm pretty sure.
It's something fucked. They're about to beat Canada's death toll, apparently. Or sorry, not Canada. Sorry, China.
China, yeah, well,
and China's chilling now though. China's chilling.
Yeah, they started calming down on it.
They like
but
shut down that one emergency. Remember how they built that fucking?
They shut down all of them. That was the last one that they shut down, all like the temporary hospitals. For Italy though, it's different because they're like in China, it's kind of similar. I want to say to here. Obviously, I'm not speaking from like the like a person who lived there or anything. I don't want to appropriate, but like for us here, it's like you live here. Your parents live here, you know what I mean? It's your nuclear family. Your grandparents live in their own house. Aunts and uncles live in their own house, that kind of thing. I'm pretty sure it's similar in China. But like in Italy, like you and your family live with your grandparents. Like your old people live with you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So you get it, they get it, and they have no way to fight it off. They die. So like, yeah, it's pretty fun.
I understand the quarantine aspect as far as like they just want to not make it spread so fast so all the hospitals fill up too quick and everyone freaks out
100%.
and then people will like start to die more because they can't get treatment. What I don't understand is like people think that you only have to isolate for 14 days like now.
No, that's just because like if you've been exposed, you isolate for 14 days.
No, but people who haven't been exposed are isolating right now.
Yeah.
But
and
they think they can come out in 14 days. It's 14 days minimum, bro. Like,
well, 14 days till the virus. Like that's how long it takes the virus to die off when it's been like when it's on like clothing and shit, right? For like
that's how long it takes for you to notice if you have symptoms.
No, it's 5 days to notice if you have symptoms.
Really?
14 days is like how long it stays. That's why they say like you're like locked when you come home from a different country. You're locked in a room for 14 days.
Yeah.
With dude,
that would kind of suck.
It would be kind of shit. Not gonna lie.
Could you not shower?
I don't think so.
No, dude, there's no way. They just chuck Lysol wipes at you through the window.
Well, I know like one person that we know, she came home from like New York and like there was like an IG story she posted and it was like her dad brought her like a nice like it was like a thing of Lysol wipes and a cup like with like a cup of coffee. I mean, he just left it outside the door and then she like opened the door, grabbed it, like dragged it in and then she like shut the door again.
Dude, it's funny. Dude, one of our buddies, he's a delivery driver for a pizza chain.
That sucks.
And and because dude, everyone's just ordering delivery right now, right?
Oh yeah, dude.
And apparently he went to I was talking to him earlier, and he said that he went to go deliver a house today, and the guy like opened his door like a crack, and he's like, "Hey man," and he's like, "What's up, dude?" And he's like, "I need to pay on debit." He's like, "Okay." He like hands him the debit machine, and this guy just like Lysol wipes the whole thing, and then has a Lysol wipe around his hand, puts in the numbers, and he's like, "Oh fuck, sorry man, I forgot to tip." And he's like, "Oh," and then he's like, "Do you mind if I give you change?" And he's like, "Yeah, that's fine, dude." And he's like, "It's from my daughter's piggy bank. Don't worry, no one's touched it." And he's like, "Dude, yeah, that's fine." He's like, "That's okay, right?" And he's like, "Yeah." He goes to the piggy bank, comes back, and individually Lysol wipes every coin,
bro,
and gives it to him.
Can you this is the problem.
There's 300.
Dude, prayers to anybody that works in fucking like that kind of like delivery or like a retail like grocery store job.
My little brother works at fucking
Save On right now, dude. Fucking Godspeed to all those people. They're a bunch of champions. Like think about that. They just don't like. I want to finish what I'm saying here because it's like important. But your brother's how old? 17, 16, 17, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. 17-year-olds are now stuck dealing with, like, in, like, retail stores, and they're dealing with these boomers that are just freaking the fuck out. Dude, like, and they're being cool about it, right? Obviously, you're going to get stressed out, but, like, 17-year-old, they're kids. Kids that are dealing with these fucking adults that are freaking the fuck out.
Yeah.
Dude.
There's a lot of people, like, either you're super afraid or you think that it's bullshit and you just use the flu stat. You know what I mean? There's only two sides to this, man. Like, I guess, like, for me, I'm a little in the middle, I'd say. There's a bunch of people that are in the middle. Like, I'm being a little bit wary. I'm not going into, like, public place. I'm not going to sit down in a restaurant or anything like that. But, like, I'm still going to work. I'm not near people, but, like,
well, that's what I'm doing here. Like, I chill here. I do my fucking schoolwork, and then, like, earlier today, I went out and I bought some beers. I didn't Lysol wipe the beers down.
Dude, how about this? Everyone's fucking becoming alcoholics right now. Everyone's chilling in their house, dude. Everyone's drinking every day because you don't got shit to do the next day.
Like, just, like, because of everything. Like, my mom's, like, has to work from home now. Just because, like, her work was, like... And, like, a bunch of my buddies have to work from home. And I guess, like the switch over, no one was prepared for it. So they're all, like, stressed out having to switch over. I went upstairs the other day just to get, like, some food. Wash my hands, get some food and stuff. And my mom, like, just cracked open a fresh bottle of wine, poured herself a glass. I'm like, hell yeah, getting into it. I, like, left, like, went back downstairs, ate the food, brought the plate back up. The bottle's done.
In one day?
In one day. It's like, Mama, stop. Mama.
Mama.
Put the glass down, Mama, please, for your own health.
Dude, I saw a photo of a guy who literally bought, like, maybe 20, like, some guy that I know bought maybe 20 to 30 2.6s of hard alcohol. Dude, the world's not absolutely... It's not the zombie apocalypse, bro.
Bro, and if it was the zombie apocalypse, why are you just buying hard liquor? Hey, man, maybe get some perishable goods.
Have you seen that? It was like a video of, like, some lady being interviewed on, like, a news channel in the States, and she's like, the liquor stores are closing down. She's like, if it's the end of the world, the last thing I'm doing is dying sober. And then she fucking goes in the liquor store.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, that's the fucking attitude everyone's at right now. Just get fucked up as much as possible.
Yeah, man, fuck.
Dude, you gotta stock up on the weed, bro.
I was gonna say, I need a fucking delivery soon, man.
Yeah, dude.
Goddamn.
Damn.
It got a little, my funds got a little low again.
Yeah.
And, like, the insurance is coming out soon, so I was like, does anybody want to buy any weed? Oh, you do? $20? $20? And then just went and spent it on food.
Dude, I gotta join a pyramid scheme or some shit to be able to work from
Yo,
home.
we know plenty of people.
Yeah.
I still want to, like, look into that thing that they're all those people are part of, that Forex thing, because, like, I don't know if it is a pyramid scheme or if it is. It just sounds like one because dumb people. It is. I don't know, but all I know is, like, the fucking, what's it called? There was one thing that pissed me right off. Someone posted about it and it was like, this is a recession proof. I was like, nothing's recession proof, or every capitalist tycoon would invest in it.
Exactly.
It's like, do you not think Bill Gates is looking at this and going, perfect idea?
You know, there's a conspiracy theory out right now that Bill Gates isn't, like, fucking involved in all of this. It's like a part of some mind control thing with 5G. Apparently.
Yeah, I've heard, like...
Apparently they ran out 5G first in Wuhan, and then that's, like, where this whole thing started.
They have the biggest virus storage thing in Wuhan. Like,
I know, I think that's where it would be. If it's anywhere, it came out of that. I don't... Like, hey, don't eat bats, but, like, I mean...
It's likely. Like, there was, like, a video, actually, I'll send it to you later. It was, my buddy sent it to me. It was, like, this, like, 12-minute long IGTV thing, and it was, like, blah, 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 like, can't viruses be, like, man-made? And Bill Gates was talking, like, in, like, a press conference in, like, 2017. He was talking about how there's, like, a possibility that people are fucking, like, making their own viruses, and there's a possibility, like, bioengineering, like, warfare and shit like that.
Mm-hmm. Well, biological warfare is a war crime.
Well, yeah.
So
it's been a war crime since 1914.
But you don't think that, like...
No, 1915.
I feel like, if anything, it just kind of escaped in Wuhan. Like, some shit, like, mixed that it shouldn't have. That's what they say, like, happened with the bats, right? Like, it mixed with some sort of other virus, and then that's why...
Well, it just mutated. The bats had it, and it passed from bat to bat to bat to bat, and then they were in those wet... They're called, like, wet markets.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, yeah, it obviously, in those environments, like, there's, like... chickens on top of like other things, and they're like shitting on the other. Like it's shit's gonna pass through. You know what I mean? And of course, like yeah, if you're eating the bats not raw, but like in a very raw form, if that makes sense.
So what would you rather eat? If you went to China and you were forced to either eat a bat or a dog, which plate are you choosing?
Dog.
You think so?
Yep, it's cleaner.
Dogs are cleaner, but they're also your best friend, so.
I've never had an animal in my life.
I guess
actually, I had 2 cats when I was 2.
Dude, you got to get a hairless cat because this dude's fucking allergic.
Oh, yeah.
And like, what did I say? Allergic? It's allergic. You're like, because you have asthma. Does it fuck with your asthma?
Yeah, well, it triggers the asthma. My eyes like shut basically, and
Hell
then
yeah.
I get like bumps all over the breakout in hives and shit.
Is there hairless dogs?
No, there's just like I could get like I think I might be able to get away with a hypoallergenic cat or like hypoallergenic dog, but I don't know.
I think so.
Maybe. I've never been around one long enough to test it, but I'm also not just gonna buy a cat to test it if I'm gonna be okay.
Yeah. You're like, oh, I'm allergic. You just send him out into the wilderness.
Hey, I know I just made this great bond. Oh fuck! I know I just made this great bond with you, but fuck off.
Dude. I think this shit's gonna die down in.
Give it a month.
You think a month? Do you think we're gonna be shut down for like a month? Dude, I was saying this though, like, hey, if it's only a month, do you think that like NHL and sports are gonna start back up right away and finish their seasons? Like
seasons are gonna be done. They might go to playoffs. That might be. I could see them doing that because think about how much revenue the playoffs make them. Like if like TO, Vancouver, all those Canadian teams making it, dude.
Yeah,
that's money for them because it's sold out every game.
And I know, I'm pretty sure, because those teams they're gonna have to make back that money, right? They're gonna be doing everything,
dude.
Like, I know. Well, so there's a UFC fight, Khabib versus Tony Ferguson,
and
that's been
postponed, right?
Apparently, they're gonna do it in Dubai, right now. Apparently, they're doing
dude,
it in Dubai.
That's right beside Iran. Iran has like 10,000 cases.
I don't know. That's just what I heard because they don't have
regulations.
Regulations. And dude, Dana White's like all about the money.
Oh,
and like,
100%.
dude, it's the only sport that's still going on. The last UFC that just happened last weekend didn't have anybody in the audience. And dude,
oh really?
An entire arena and 2 guys just fighting in a cage. That's probably so intense.
Yeah.
And like if this Khabib Tony fight happens and they hate each other, they've been like prepping to fight each other for like 5 years.
Yeah, I've been
right?
seeing
every
those
time
Tony Ferguson training videos where he just football tackles a fucking foam
dude,
block.
I think he's gonna beat him. I'm gonna put money on him.
Really?
Dude, you don't somersault over foam blocks and don't beat him. Like, hey, you're doing something
man,
right here, man.
You're also talking about the guy that was wrestling bears at the age of 5.
Yeah, I don't know, man. It's a crazy fight.
It's full-grown man somersaulting over blocks or child wrestling bears.
It's a crazy fight.
Yeah.
Dude, a fucking Tom Brady left.
Oh,
left
the Pats.
Yeah.
Dude, I got a guy in my class. He's a beauty. Love the guy, but he's a big Pats fan. And like I was gonna like send him a thing when I like saw the push notification, and I was like on Instagram. I refreshed, and immediately like the little story thing popped up, and I like clicked on it. It was like 2020, you need to fuck off or something like that, and it was just like the Tom Brady leaving thing. I was like, oh no,
dude, 2020's been fucked. People are saying that like, if this is the government slowly starting to take over the world, like trying to like brainwash us in a way where like it started with like the threat of World War III, and then it went to like the world's gonna catch on fire, and then all that shit, right?
Yeah.
And then now it's like a big virus scare, and then fucking some of our buddies saw some sort of aliens in the sky like the other night.
Huh?
They saw like aliens, so they were in a hot tub.
Who?
Like our buddies Lachlan and Lars and them.
Yeah. Okay.
They were in a hot tub and they were just like chilling. They're a little baked, but like obviously you don't hallucinate when you're baked. They were just like looking up at the sky, and it's been fucking clear as hell for the last couple of days, right?
Unless you get high enough.
Unless you get high enough. But like they were looking up at the sky and they saw like, I think didn't you see some sort of alien thing where it was like things like there would be like one thing that went past and then another dot that went past.
Oh, yeah.
They saw shit like that. So they saw like these lights coming in towards Earth and then turning really quick. And then another one would come. And there was like 5 of them that went. And then the last one like went all the way and there was nothing following it. They saw like 5 of those. So they're it's either aliens or the military is using the opportunity to test new spacecrafts because nothing's in the sky right now. Right? They could be that.
Or it could just be training for fucking
That's what
pilots.
That's what you thought it was.
That's
right?
well, the one thing for mine, because like we were at top of the world, and it was like this. It's like this place where we live, where you can like see over the entire Fraser Valley, basically.
Yeah.
See all like the different cities in the distance, and we like me and I don't know who I was with, but anyway, we were like chilling, we smoked a bit, and we were just like vibing, fucking watching the sunset go down, and I like noticed like this thing, and I was like pointing out, I was like, yo, do you see that light? And he was like, yeah. I was like, what was like? It was just floating there. It was like this, it looked like a flare, but like it wasn't like arcing. It was just stuck there, and then it just started moving, and I was like, oh, what the fuck? And it was like
it was stationary when you first saw it.
Stationary for like a couple minutes, and then it went like from my thing like this far, into the distance, and then it like the light like faded out, and then it came back in the original spot. Stopped there for a bit, and then it started going again, and then it did that like 5 times, and I was like, what the fuck? And I like looked it up, like lights in like the distance going like certain, like whatever, I don't know what I looked up, but something along those lines, and people were like, oh, it's a trailer, like you have like a lead plane with like the light, and then there's like a trailer plane that like follows it, and then the light goes off and it circles back around.
But why would it be stationary for a bit?
Because it was coming back forward, and then it makes its turn.
Oh, so you were watching it as it's fucking going the one direction.
Yeah,
it just
so
looks like it's stationary.
Yeah, like apparently, but I don't know.
That makes sense.
Yeah,
but that's what I said to him. I was saying that you saw something like that, like very similar, where it was like a light and then another one following it, like behind it. But they said that they could clearly see it, like it was like small, and they could see it like it was coming super super fast, and then it was slowed down. And then like kind of it almost looked like it was coming towards Earth and then reaching orbit and then fucking taking back off. Then another one would come. Well,
I mean, you have a fucking pretty good alien story.
I have an alien story. I think I've told it before. But like
the only difference is that you weren't just on weed. You were fucking just tripping balls.
On shrooms, yeah. But there was a guy with me who didn't see it. Or who saw it. He wasn't on shrooms.
Good old Billy.
Yeah, dude. I don't know, man. I feel like if it is the government trying to take over the Earth, I feel like the next step is an alien invasion. They're already fucking mind controlling us, telling us we're following authority and we're going fucking having to quarantine and stay inside and stuff. Dude, they're gonna implement martial law pretty soon.
They already did
in
New
the
York.
States.
They already did.
Yeah.
It's not martial law, but it's a fucking it's an advisory for going indoors before 8 p.m. It's martial law.
It's martial law.
Yeah.
But what if like, dude, that's just preventing people from going out like drinking and hanging out and shit.
But that's martial law.
Yeah.
You make sure everybody's indoors before dark.
Yeah.
Like
there's dude, what if like they started implementing in the States like martial law with robots? Like the movie Chappie.
That'd be fucking.
You know what I mean?
You're like outdoors after 8 p.m. Chappie, go sleep! Just throwing stars you.
Dude, that was the worst movie of all time.
Dude,
I swear to God.
Cult classic, my guy.
Dude, the trailer is so misleading. It's like you think it's this AI movie about a guy who fucking like makes an AI robot his friend, but in the actual movie, he just turns him into a gangster.
Dude, yeah, you think you're going into like a Her, and like Hugh Jackman's in it, like you know the movie Her? Yeah, like Hugh Jackman's in it. You're like, oh wow, this could be really good. And then these two lemons get a hold of him, and they like it's these two like I think they're pop stars from like South Africa or some shit.
They are, yeah.
And they're just like, what's going on?
Yeah, and apparently they had some sort of like disagreement before the release of the movie or some shit like that. So they never, because that's a huge band in like Australia, right? Like one of the biggest bands apparently, and they didn't use them as promo for the movie. So the movie bombed with like office numbers, and then people who saw it was just looking at the trailers.
Yeah.
And then fucking seeing that it was like an AI movie, and then it was just something completely different. Like, dude, at the end, Hugh Jackman just spawns into Titanfall and has some sort of...
Yeah, dude, he's got like a full fucking mech suit going. He starts dummying guys.
Hey, man.
It's like, what's going on? I get it. You're trying to be Iron Man, but like, no.
Dude, that would be fucked, though, because like, they definitely have that sort of like robot technology right now to implement martial law with like robots. I guarantee they do. They just don't have artificial intelligence that we know of.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Like, I like got into like super fucking conspiracy theory shit, and there was all that kind of stuff. And
Did you look up conspiracy theories for the coronavirus?
No, dude, I got off it a while ago because I was just like, you dive deep into it, and I was just unhappy because I was like, dude, we're living in a fucking dystopia. Like, we're living in 1984, and it scares me.
Yeah.
And then I was like, I need to go away. And like now, like this past week, I like get up, and this is my daily routine. I get up, shower, breakfast, come back down here, and I just play Minecraft and watch Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Really?
For like the past like 3 days, I've just been sitting here or like doing like school.
Ripping Minecraft. Hey, you're 21 years old,
Hey,
man.
I know, man. I just want things to go back to when stuff made sense, you know?
Dude, that first night out where everyone's allowed to go partying,
Oh,
gonna be ballistic.
yeah. People are gonna
Everyone's
go bananas.
gonna go crazy. And dude, hopefully everything dude, gas is so cheap. The weather's been nice.
It.
People are fucking being active.
Yeah.
Some people think that it's like a primal instinct where it's like the end of the world's coming, so you have to prep yourself to get in shape in case you have to like run or some shit.
Buddy, I'm missing some kind of primal instinct then. If all I've been doing is playing Minecraft.
Hey, you're practicing survival. Everyone's getting in shape, but you're learning how to just build shit out of 3 blocks of wood.
That would be, man.
Let me just build my crafting table.
No, but for real, man, like fucking. Yeah, I haven't been fucking going to the gym at all lately.
I've been running. A lot of people are
Dude,
going on hikes.
Literally, man, like it was what was it? The other day it was like before all this everything got shut down. It was on like Friday, Saturday. And they announced that like our school was gonna be closed and stuff. And I was like, "Fuck yeah, maybe I'll start going to the gym this week, get myself a little bit active." And then like Monday rolls around, I was like, "All right, let's go to the gym's closed." Okay.
Yeah. What do you think is gonna happen next? Do you think Canada is gonna shut down like legit everything?
Mm-mm.
You don't think so?
Now we're shutting down the border with the States apparently this weekend.
Yeah, because Seattle is one of the biggest hotspots in the States.
Yeah, which is pretty fucked.
Yeah.
I know like a lot of old people live in Seattle though, so it makes because every time every time it gets above like 35 degrees, they don't have any AC implementation. Oh. So like they'll have like 50 deaths in a weekend, and everybody's like, "Oh, why aren't you prepared for this?"
You see, I think we were talking about this before. Cruise ships are like $25 a day or some shit because they just circulate the air throughout the whole ship. Yeah. So like one person infected, everybody's
infected. Yeah, and also, who wants to go on a cruise ship? Like I understand like the thing of like
we've been talking about this, dude. It's fucking a hotel on the water in the middle of nowhere, like.
And all you do is drink with a bunch of fat fucks. No,
and it's old people and.
Dude, I would much rather be on the land. Thank you very much.
Dude, I don't fuck with cruise ships, and you can get seasick.
Not for me.
I don't understand. People are just like the all-inclusive deal. I do enjoy all-inclusive. I do want to rip Mexico soon.
Yeah.
Because I haven't been in a while. And like
I haven't been since I was like 7, and all my friends want to go this summer, and I'm just like,
hey, that's not
I'm broke.
Can you buy like tickets for shit in advance right now?
Yep.
For still super cheap?
That's the one thing I don't know about, because they might pull out some fucking bullshit out of their ass and fucking change it, but then at the same time, you could try to book for like next winter.
That's what I was saying. Like, It's gonna be gone by next winter.
Who knows?
Most likely. China's back to normal right now, and it was 2 months that they've been fucked for? 3 months?
Well, no, it was 2 months of rapid infection. They got the infection under control.
Yeah.
People are still sick. That's the problem.
Yeah.
So it can break out again.
True. I don't know. Hopefully, but by winter, I feel like they'd have it under control. There's other strains of coronavirus they have vaccines for.
Yeah, SARS and MERS or whatever.
Yeah. I don't know.
Who's to say, man?
Dude, people pull out. What do you think about people pulling out like the flu stat and like Ebola and shit?
What do you mean, like the flu
like
stat?
People they'll be like, oh, it's not fucking that dangerous.
More people die from the flu.
Yeah.
It's because the flu is constantly fucking evolving. Like.
Yeah.
This one, it evolved from an animal, and then they'd say it was like swine flu, H1N1.
Yeah. And this one rapidly spread super fast across the entire world.
And also, look at what happened with H1N1. It spread, it was like 68 million people got infected with it, like that.
Yeah.
Because, you know why? Is because H1N1 was the same, like, code, like gene code thing or whatever, like that they used for the Spanish flu. The Spanish flu was H1N1 as well, but it was just the Spanish flu.
Yeah.
And they didn't have any way to counteract it. So it was like, 150, 200 million people got infected with it, but only like 50 million people died because they didn't know how to combat it. But then when swine flu came, obviously we have modern technology and shit to combat it, so less people died.
Yeah. And like Ebola was pretty much contained in like Africa. There was like a few cases like around here and in the States and shit.
Yeah,
but
Ebola's different because it's like it's hyper infectious, but it's all like hyper infectious when you come in contact with their blood and like fluids.
Yeah, this is
and
just
another thing, like with Ebola, you like you die really fast because like you just all of you like your body just extrudes blood out of all your orifices and you just die from dehydration. Mm-hmm. Like you have like I don't want to go into it because it's disgusting, but like
I know what you mean though. And this is like you don't have symptoms for 5 days or 10 days or whatever it is, and
like
and
it
you're still
hides.
infectious, and you're still infectious at that point, and then it comes from China, which is the world's fucking like largest distributor of goods and shit.
Well, most populous place. Forget
Yeah.
distributor.
Yeah.
Like yeah.
But then it just spreads across the world, right? And in Vancouver, we have a lot of Asians.
Well, I mean, we're right on the coastline from them, right? Like
Yeah.
it's gonna fucking hop a pond. It's easy.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I'm not too worried,
Especially-
but like I want my work to get. Dude, I want to chill in my room for like a week.
That's why I'm chilling. Like I had to do schoolwork and stuff, and like I was praying some of my fucking deadlines were gonna get pushed back like a week.
Yeah.
But like most of them weren't. So I'm like, all my shit's due tomorrow.
But dude, like, and it's at the point right now where this is happening, where like the weather's like getting nice and it's getting warm. You can like go outside and shit. Like I get winter break, it's cool, but you got to spend time with your family, and you got to like, and you can't go outside because it's fucking cold as shit and there's snow and all that shit. But now it's like nice outside. You have no responsibilities. Hey, I just don't go to the movie theater. Don't go fucking clubbing. You're fine.
Yeah, I stay inside
Wash
most
your
of the time
hands.
anyway. I'm a fucking
Chug some Purell. I don't know.
fucking loner. I just sit in here and listen to records and do my homework like a good little boy. Play Minecraft.
Play Minecraft. I gotta take a piss super bad, man.
Yeah, it's because you've been crushing beer. Man, you gotta drive home after this.
Around the block. You see in Chicago, they like police aren't going to be arresting people for non-violent crimes right now.
Really?
So it's any sort of stealing, theft, all that shit is
Buddy, Chicago's living right now.
Oh
Hell
yeah, it's
yeah.
GTA 6 right now, bro.
All they gotta do is put a gun up and just hope that the other guy doesn't fucking try to fight him.
Dude, that's fuck, man. The whole world. Dude, it's kind of weird that, like, dude, and whenever, like, Donald Trump has some speech, he's, like, on his desk, it literally looks like some sort of movie where he's telling everyone it's the end of the world. Have you seen, like, the videos of him?
No.
Dude, it's fucked. I have to pee so bad. We have to take a break.
All right.
Can we take a break, please?
Take a break.
All right, we'll be right back after these messages, fellas.
Okay, we are back from the break.
We're back. I want to get a sponsor soon so we can actually run ads.
Yeah.
Not gonna happen.
Who's gonna fuck? We could get what's his name, Vive CBD to sponsor us.
Yeah, it's not a company anymore. But hey,
They're not doing
we
it
should make
anymore?
up some companies. We should make a company. We should sponsor ourselves,
I'm down.
dude. I want to.
This video has been sponsored by Thirst Productions.
Thanks, man. Yeah, I want to veer off the coronavirus topic for a bit because that's all everyone's fucking talking about right now.
Yeah,
Dude,
I know. It gets a
literally
little old. Not gonna lie.
I think so, man.
Like just talking with the boys. Like I'm like, hang out with them. Like you want a break from it all, and I'm like, how you doing? And then everybody's like,
the
did you hear the world is ending? And I'm like,
Yeah.
Shut up.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Well, what else is there to talk about? There's
Well, yeah.
no sports. Everything else is shut down, man.
That's the shitty thing. Like it was right before fucking playoffs were about to happen.
Yeah, dude. At least happen in like if there's a pandemic, happen in the wintertime.
Fuck off. It's my birthday. My birthday's already shit as it is. Have a fucking pandemic on top of that? Get fucked.
Dude, and I love how on Pornhub I was jerking off earlier today, and I realized that there is some of the most popular videos in the world right now are people looking up coronavirus porn.
How does that work?
Yeah, it's hilarious.
Hey man, you like a little head on your beer? Just foam.
Yeah, man, I got the perfect pour.
You know how like guys like they'll like or like people will like take the glass and they kind of pour it on the side and they pour the beer into it.
Yeah.
You just fucking took the beer and just dunked it in the
Dumped it
top.
upside down. Dude, one of my buddies, his dad is just an alcoholic, right? And to prep for the world ending, do you know how many cases of beer he bought? He bought 7 24 packs Of kokanee. The
obvious fucking choice for alcoholics, dude. Does that guy still work with you?
The kokanee guy?
Yeah, the kokanee guy. Dude, really? No. Does he not like? Does he still work at the old place?
No, he was just working for 2 weeks for fun. He's loaded, man.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
He was working for 2 weeks for fun.
Yeah, just because he's bored. He's building like his big mansion right now.
What the fuck, man?
All he was doing
is chilling. What the fuck's wrong with people?
What do you mean? You get bored. He was like 60.
Bro, get a hobby. Fat chance.
His hobby is cars. His hobby's cars. He has like fucking 8 old cars that he like restored and shit.
Bro,
but
fat chance I'm coming. Like, dude, if I work my ass off at a fucking like factory production warehouse thing for however long, and I get loaded at some point off, like, let's say I win Lotto 649, yo, please. But fucking, I win Lotto 649. Fat chance I'm going back there just because I'm bored. I'm just gonna, like, at that point I'd be like, all right, for the next 2 weeks I'm gonna learn guitar or I'm gonna learn the drums.
Yeah,
you know
he's
not
that loaded, but like he's stable. Like he doesn't have a mortgage and he's building a new big house.
Yeah, that's fucking
like,
so. Yeah, I know
like
he's
a lot of property, but like
I've seen where he's building it. It's fucking that's crazy though.
It's like when you're 6 years old and say you've been doing that one job for like your whole life and you're a tradesman like that. Say you're an electrician. And you're like 60, you're like, yeah, I'll go back for a couple weeks. I enjoy it at this point because that's all you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, kind of sad.
Yeah, but like also like escape from the wife, you know what I mean?
Oh, 100%. Oh, yeah. Dude, it's kind of fucked up though because there's like a big stat with like, especially like trades guys or got like blue collar guys that like they grind a job for their entire life. Like our parents have like worked the same job their whole lives, right? And then you fucking retire and like 6 months later you die.
Oh yeah, dude.
And
it's like after you retire, the death is so quick because like
it's like, dude,
if you don't have anything to do, it's
your
like
body
your body
just gives
deteriorates.
Up. Yeah. But dude, like it's fucked up because like I believe in that like whole thing of like everybody's here for a reason. You have a purpose to fulfill on the earth, and to know that for some people, you work for your entire life, you retire, and you die. Like
I remember I saw a YouTube comment one time where it was like some guy was talking about. It was a YouTube video or it was like a Gary V video or something like that. Like some sort of inspirational video about how like you don't have to work like fucking this 9 to 5. Like if you like grind out and be your own entrepreneur, that type of shit. Right. And, all the comments were like, hey man, just be miserable like the rest of us. Just get a 9 to 5 and just fucking life sucks. Just fucking deal with it like the rest of us. It's like, dude, I don't understand how people get in that mindset where it's like they don't strive, they don't chase like their dreams.
No,
and I'm not trying to preach, but like
no, it's because they've given up.
Yeah,
they tried and they failed, or they didn't try because they didn't want to put the effort in, right?
And I see people like that, like already like at our age.
Dude, do you think fucking I don't want to like I don't like throwing his name out all the time, but do you think Joe Rogan got there by just fucking being like, be miserable by the rest of no. The guy fucking busted his balls for probably he's 50 years old since he was like I want to say 25. Been busting his balls to get to where he is, and now he's where he is. Right? It makes sense.
Yeah.
You grind for as hard as you humanly possibly can, and it pays off eventually.
Yeah.
Or you burn out before it does, right?
Like, part of life is enjoying like free time. You know what I mean? But like, then again, he's like him for an example is doing shit that he likes to do, right? I just want to get to a point where I don't have to work for somebody.
Yeah, you want to work for yourself.
Yeah,
you want to do what you want to do.
Do you feel like you have the work ethic to be able to keep yourself from just derailing off the tracks if you got to do shit by yourself?
Yeah,
yeah.
It's tough, but I know at the end of the day, I can't. Like it's like doing homework from home. Like I didn't have to start that thing. Like I could have fucking waited till tomorrow and mailed it in, but I should have started it before, but I didn't even have a spring break this year. So I was like, yo, okay, I kind of want to fucking take 2 days off to loaf. And then I started it last night, kept going today, and I'm going to finish it tomorrow. Like shit like that where like, I know I can keep myself going even though there's no one behind me telling me to keep going.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I don't know, man.
I don't know. It's a self-taught thing. Eventually, too, when you grow, like, I'm a fucking 21-year-old dude. Like, I'm still fucking young enough to the point where it's like, I want to chill out for a couple days. You know what I mean?
There was, like, a point where, like, I graduated high school, and then I turned 19. And when I turned 19, since all you know is school, and then you go from not being in school, you feel so old.
Oh, yeah.
You know? And you're like, I want to go back to high school. But you're like... But the same thing happened to me when I went from elementary school to high school. To,
and you're like, I want to go back to elementary school. I know.
But now I'm like... Now we're actually just like chilling, you know what I mean? And we're adults and we're like, I feel young again in a weird way. Where like I'm
Well,
like, oh, I'm only 20.
Yeah, you've hit that point where like now you're working like you felt old because you were like the top of the echelon of people that like were in that same age group. There's elementary school, high school, and then there's like
Senior in high school type.
Yeah. But yeah, we're at that point now where we're kind of like still like the younger group of like college people, you know what I mean? So you feel young again. My thing, dude, is like I know what you mean for that where it's like, oh, you like, oh, I want to go back to elementary school, I want to go back to high school. I'm like, I want to go back to fucking Europe.
Yeah. Well, you can, but
Just
not right now.
No, but not right now. In a while. That's another thing I'm hyped for too because like I grinded my ass off to like to go there because I like dream of mine to fucking go there, right?
Yeah.
And then you grind and you fucking save up money and you go there. And now that I'm kind of like in the position where I'm like now at the point where I'm like, yo, I could grind and then get back there again.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I'm like,
I want to go back there after university.
definitely, yeah. I want to go to Japan first.
Right now?
I don't have money right now anyway, so I'm just going to sit in my basement until this thing blows over. But
You want to go to Japan next?
this is like my next big try. I've wanted to go to Japan for a long time. It was like that in Europe were like neck and neck for where I wanted to go next. And then obviously I went to Europe, so I'm like Japan next for sure.
Yeah.
Southeast Asia trip and Japan.
The
and
reason
China.
I want to go back to Europe and do like the parts that I haven't done yet. I don't feel the need to do like the Asian places
You
yet.
missed a lot of like Northern Europe in your trip. You were like more
Yeah.
focused on like
I
the
went
Mediterranean.
Eastern, yeah.
But yeah, I wanna go Mediterranean because I haven't been like I went to Italy and stuff, but I missed all of Spain, Portugal. I want to hit Morocco. Like there's a lot of stuff I want to see in Mediterranean side.
And then, like
things.
that east side, like Greece and all
Greece,
that shit. Yeah.
Croatia, all that. I missed
Yeah.
all that too.
Yeah. We did like the opposite. I want to go back and do like the parts that you did that I didn't do. You know what I mean? But dude, we're still so young. Like we can go back and like
so much time. At the same time, not a lot of time.
no, but like
You know what I mean? But like, yeah, I know what you mean. We're young to the point where it's like, yeah, we're in our prime for like the next fucking 10, 15 years. I want to say like you're in your prime till you're like 35, right?
Yeah.
Until you decide to settle down and have kids, and that's when your prime is then passed on to some little shit that's gonna fucking. I'm kidding.
You want to have a kid?
100%. I want to have like
A little tray running around. It's gonna be weird, man.
2 or 3 kids.
It's gonna be weird.
Yeah, especially like if like the boys are still around in like 15 years and you just like you roll up and like you both have your kid and you're like, hey man, like we do our like handshake.
Yeah.
And our kids are just like, eh.
Just like his dumb little kids.
Hey dad, let me go on the monkey bars. No, you little shit, get the fuck off there.
Definitely gonna beat my kid.
That's none of my business.
I'll turn the other cheek. Do you think you're gonna be one of the dads just absolutely crushing beers when you're older?
Just be a stoner.
Dude, there's gonna be an age where I'm like, I don't really feel the need to smoke that much weed anymore.
Well, I mean, I don't think I'm ever gonna feel the need to drink or smoke weed, really.
Yeah.
But at the same time, life gets stressful, and next thing you know, 24 beers are on the floor, and you are like
Just be
knocked out.
crushing cocaines.
You're drinking fucking 4 coconuts on the way home from work.
Dude, I found out that grandparents still fuck. Dude, what the fuck,
Bro?
dude?
Nah.
Yeah, they fuck. Grandparents fuck.
I mean, what else are you gonna do when you're retired, dude? If I'm an old ass dude, and I'm like my wife's like I'm obviously I know I'm an old ass dude. I've been with my wife for like 25 years. She's still kind of looking okay. Might have to, you know. A nut's a nut, bro. I'm gonna ride that mentality until I'm just a bag of bones when I'm 85.
It's so fucked up that 18's the age of consent, where technically speaking, a 50-year-old man can be fucking a chick younger than us right now. Absolutely fucked.
Gross.
But how often does that really happen?
Not very often, but there's like this dude I watch online. I'm not gonna name names, but it's like, yeah, person I've been watching online for like since I was little.
Yeah.
And he started dating this chick he's now like engaged to her. Started dating this chick that's 13 years younger than her.
I thought you were gonna say she's 13 years old.
No. She's 13 years younger than him, so she's like 26, and this dude's like almost 40. And I was like thinking about it. I was like super baked one time when like it first got announced. I was like, oh wow, that's great for them. That's cool. And then I like thought about it, and I was like, bro, he was graduating high school when she was going into kindergarten. It's like, oh, okay. He was like 13 years old when she was being born. That's weird.
Yep.
All the power to him, though. I mean, you know, love is love.
Is he rich?
He rich? No, probably not.
Nah.
He's I'll tell
How
you who
did
it
he
is
pull
after.
that off?
I mean, you know.
There's only one.
I think
option
she was a fan of his
older men.
No, she was a fan of his prior to her working for them. So I think it was more of a childhood crush type deal. Yikes. No way I'm fucking Pavel Datsuk. Hey, where are you watching the game from today?
Dude, what if like okay, say Oprah hits you up. You fucking?
Oprah hits me up.
Yeah. There's
Dude,
no guarantee she's gonna give you any money.
Bro, I was gonna say, what are the chances I am not fucking her? She's got $2 billion. If I lay down some good pipe,
you know
dude,
she's not even the richest woman in the world. You know the richest woman in the world is
fucking Jeff Bezos' ex-wife. Dude, what a game plan. What a game plan. Yeah, I'm gonna marry this guy, divvy him, and then take half his cash.
Dude,
easy.
She got so much money for sucking. Okay, dude.
For sucking some bald guy. Dude,
is the most attractive billionaire out of all the billionaires.
Not Elon Musk, buddy. He's
dude, no. So, yeah,
Elon Musk,
yeah.
100%. Dude, but, like, here's what I'm saying. Like, if you gotta suck some guy's cock that, like, looks roughly the same as Johnny Sins.
Yeah, but he's got
Like,
$500 billion.
It's like 140. Well, it was 140.
We don't know now. Dude, Amazon fucking sells groceries. They're raking in the bills right now.
That guy's such a here's another thing. We're going back to this coronavirus bullshit. There was guys on like CBC News, and this guy, like, I guess he was going to like Costco and buying fucking Lysol wipes, hand sanitizer in bulk.
Oh yeah.
So he turned like $100,000 profit over like a week.
I saw that, and he was reselling it for more expensive.
And like Amazon like shut down his account and stuff, and I was like, dude, that's exactly what Jeff Bezos is doing. Like, it's a genius plan.
Yeah.
I like that. It's perfect.
Yeah,
and my mom.
How much does he market up shit?
Not like a terrible amount, but like he's still making enough on like advertisements and all that shit. And
it
like,
started as an online bookstore.
Yeah.
And now they sell like weird dildos.
Yeah, they sell whatever the fuck you want them to sell, man.
I don't understand. I don't even want to know what that warehouse looks like.
Dude, all of them, they're just fucked. But that my point is, like, my mom was like, "Oh, that guy's a fucking asshole," and I'm like, "You're correct. He's a fucking cunt. The guy that was selling all the Lysol wipes." But he's a fucking genius.
Yeah.
He's capitalizing on what's going on around him. No one's going to take that $100,000 away from him now because he was the first one to do it.
Yeah.
Who was the first one to do an Amazon thing? Jeff Bezos. And look how much money he has.
Yeah.
It makes sense.
That guy was reselling it through Amazon, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But still, like, my point being, like, no one's made a fortune off good morals. You know what I mean? Everyone who's made that much money is a fucking crook. That's how you make that much money. You make it off the broken backs of people. You don't make it off good morals.
No, yeah, you're not gonna make that much money from someone who's like a millionaire and smart. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Yeah.
Like,
it doesn't. Yeah. It doesn't make like you fucking find your opportunity and you take it. And like that's where while I'm like one part of me is like you're a cunt because he is. At the same time, I'm like I can respect it because.
Yeah. Have you seen Jake Paul what he's doing recently?
No, dude, I don't keep up with that guy.
So Jake Paul, he is starting an online school where kids have to pay like it's something like $50 a month or something.
For YouTuber
I don't
shit?
know. Yeah, he's telling kids to quit school and he's telling them to become YouTubers. Hey man, how many YouTubers do you think there can be?
That's the thing for me. Like I remember like when I was younger, and I wanted to pull it off. Same with like Twitch and stuff. I was like I want to do that, but the pool's. Like, you can still make it. People still make it, but the pool is so diluted with the same shit.
Yeah.
It's so hard to get past a point, you know what I mean? Like, we know a guy that, like, did it, and he got pretty, like, not big, but he got, like, enough to get, like, a partnership within, like, the first month because of...
For YouTube?
No, for Twitch.
Oh, who?
Fuck, I'll tell you later.
Okay.
But, so he was playing COD, he was playing dubs or whatever, and So he was playing dubs and like he got pretty big, but then as far as I know, I haven't obviously kept up with it enough. I like if he got bigger, good on him. But as far as I know, it kind of plateaued, and that's what happens, right? You like some people have like that good first surge, or like they won't even have that, and it's just a constant plateau.
Yeah, you gotta take advantage of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like,
and then they stop. because it doesn't keep growing.
Well, like I know he hasn't. No, he's still going. But I know other people that like friends that I know that fucking did it for a while, and then like it never went anywhere. And I like, again, you know, you're not voting against them. I'm voting for them. You know what I mean? I'm like, fuck yeah. If you want to do it and you put the time into it and you can grind it out, do it. But you notice it taper off like in like 3 weeks, and it's like, it's just that thing of like, not so much willpower, but you, even if you tell yourself I'm not gonna look at the numbers, eventually you see the numbers and you're like, this isn't worth my time. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, I'm going to value relaxing after my day job more than I'm going to
value keep trying
to grind that thing out. Yeah. It's just, I don't know. Like,
but it's the people who grind it out that make it. They go through that. You know what I mean? Most of the time.
But even then, some people don't. I know there was this one guy that, like, he had been, this is a story from, like, a long time ago. He was grinding, like, a day job and then Twitch daily. And then he ended up quitting his day job, and he was just, like, he wasn't big. He was just grinding it just to grind, like, 10 hours a day, going for it, trying to make it. And it was, like, he said it was, like, 3 years or something like that. And his room, like it was like, hoarder-looking room, like, just cans and fucking pizza boxes and shit everywhere. And I was like...
And it didn't work out?
And it didn't work out. And he was like, I've been doing this for this long, and it just... He's like, I don't want to say I give up, but, like, dude, like... This isn't like he's like, I had people like my friends, I had like cut people off because they were like, dude, like you need to come to reality. Like, and he was like, no, you're fucking ridiculous. Like, you're being ridiculous. And like, I got to the point where like someone came over to his house, like after he had shut himself out for so long, someone came to his house and was like, dude, like you need to stop. Like it's bad. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because like at that point, it's different than when you're making an income and then in your spare time, your spare 3, 4, 5, 6 hours, you know what I mean, after work, you do that. Now that's different because you have an income that you can live off of while you're trying to grind. Or like what we're doing here where it's like 2, 3 hours every week to fucking sit down, chill, record, edit, pump it out, you know what I mean? Like it's not going to kill you. Yeah, you're making a wage. You're doing school.
That's
the
thing
whatever.
about Twitch though too is like it's so much more time consuming.
Yeah,
right. Yeah. Like where you have to spend all day doing it.
Yeah.
Whereas
it's kind of it's almost different in the way that like, let's say YouTube, like you have to play the game, and you have to record the stuff, and you have to edit it down to make it look good and stand out, and then you have to like upload and all that shit. So it's like there's like 4 different steps versus setting up your stream, clicking start, and then you go for a raw 5 hours. And it's once it's done, it's done. Yeah. You know what I mean? You don't have to edit it after. So I want to say you end up probably putting in the same amount of effort into, like, unless you have it down pat. But if you're making, like, good-looking YouTube videos or whatever, it's probably going to cost you the same amount of time or more.
Yeah.
If you want to make a really professional looking YouTube video.
Like every day.
Every day, yeah. It could cost you 5 to 10 hours, you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. I guess.
Yeah.
But like it's not like if you want to make it on Twitch, it's got to be like that. Like you have to be like 5 hours every day, you know?
Minimum.
Or minimum.
You know
which is fucked. Would be a dope job, but hey.
At the same I don't know, like there's a part of me that's like, I love video games, and I've played video games since I was a little kid, and I would love to do that, and I could do it, but I don't, like, we were talking about this earlier, being content with yourself.
Yeah.
And I don't see, like with Twitch, I just don't see there being a lot of, like, room for growth, you know what I mean? Like, in terms of changing your style, like, you're still, like, you could change the video game you play.
Yeah.
Or you could change what your overlay looks like, or your all that kind of stuff. But at the end of the day, it's still your personality people are watching for. It's not the game. It's not the overlay. Like,
yeah.
In terms of like, we're like, if you're a music maker, like you're a person that makes music, and you start out with a specific style, like let's say your style is like rock and roll at first, and then you make 2, 3, 4 albums of that, and then you're like, people are like, oh, we love you, keep making this, but you're like, I want to change who I am. You know what I mean? Like I don't want to become content with this, and I don't want to become complacent, get stuck here.
Yeah.
And so you completely flip it on its head, and now you're making electronic music. I know fucking plenty of musicians that have done that.
Yeah, they like branch out and then keep their audience from the other
And
genre.
yeah,
and then
if you really like
that's the way
that,
you gotta become big.
yeah, right.
Yeah.
And that's how you have to.
Or be the best person at that one craft.
That's the thing though.
Yeah.
How can you be the best? Like there's so many
Yeah.
other people that might be just naturally gifted.
Yeah.
How can you be LeBron James, or how can you beat LeBron James? Would you rather do that, or would you rather be like pretty decent at 3 different sports? You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like, I mean, LeBron James is fucking disgusting at probably like 4 different sports.
Dude,
but
LeBron James.
he used to be a fucking football player.
Did he?
Yep. When he was growing, he was like
at
varsity.
that point, if you have that body, you can become the best at whatever sport you want. Necessarily, you think so?
I would
There's
say
people that
well,
are that fucking naturally like
you can get
physically
nasty
gifted.
at like football, baseball, basketball with that body type.
Imagine if LeBron James played in the NHL.
Yeah, I don't think he would be able to.
Too big,
They almost too big. Yeah, because like I don't think he'd be
fast enough.
as fast. Yeah, like if you look at like Zdeno Chara, that guy's a fucking unit, and he's proven himself. But he had to change his archetype of play because of his body, rather than
Yeah.
being like a fucking bulldog like Brad Marchand on the same team. Like he's more of a quick, like play fast and loose kind of guy. You know what I mean? Like Zdeno Chara can't really do that. He can, but
But there's
Not
not
really.
that many like super athletes in the NHL. You know what I mean? How like that's the reason. Like there's dude, no, but like compared to the NFL, they're nothing compared to the guys in the NFL.
man, what are you talking about?
You think Connor McDavid is a better athlete than like the best fucking I don't know. I don't know football. Who's like a nuts football player? Like
Well,
I'm talking like offense, insane at sprinting, like or a running back.
Like a
Let's say,
running
like,
back? Oh, fuck me. I honestly can't name any off the top of my head right now.
beast mode guy. What's his name? Fucking
Oh, fuck.
dude, we are so Canadian. We don't know the NFL.
No, I do. I just can't fucking think right now.
Marshawn Lynch. Let's say
Marshawn Lynch, there you
Marshawn
go.
Lynch versus Connor McDavid in a 100-meter dash.
Well, yeah, fucking Marshawn Lynch is probably gonna win, but at the same time, Connor McDavid's fast as fuck, so I don't know. But
Yeah.
fucking,
But he's not like a big guy. He doesn't look like physically gifted like that. He's got a talent. He's got an insane talent for the NHL.
You know who I was gonna
There's a specific
say?
type of person that needs to be in the NHL. Someone who has the skills. Like it's a white sport. You know what I mean? It's a white sport necessarily. Like they're
well, I would say it's a white sport because it's predominantly a winter sport. Not a lot of like in the NFL, basketball, baseball, soccer, football, like rugby are all not summer sports, but you can play it year round.
yeah.
The NHL or the fucking hockey, you can only play really in the winter. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Predominantly.
I guess. I don't know, man. That's like, I think LeBron James. Dude,
The guy's a fucking
imagine that guy in the show. Imagine that guy in the show with a slap shot.
just an absolute bomb from the point.
If he hits somebody,
Imagine that guy between the pipes.
dude, him as a goalie, he would be the ultimate goalie.
Well, I mean, you already have Ben Bishop.
Dude,
That guy's
he's
like-
not that size. How big is LeBron James?
LeBron James is
6'9"?
Yeah, Ben Bishop's like 6'8", bro. He's huge.
Really?
He's massive. Hold on, let's look this up. I want to look up
Dude,
tallest
there's
goalie
no
in the
way
show.
that LeBron James is
Hold on.
definitely way bigger.
Yeah, I
He's
don't
more
know,
of
man.
an athlete, though. You know what I mean?
LeBron James.
Height. Make sure it's feet. Because this can be
Two-
meters.
fuck.
Who
Yeah,
the
it's gonna
fuck
be in meters.
does the States use meters? No, they
So-
use feet.
James Braun is fucking 6'9", and
Dude, 6'9". The size of that man's cock.
not that big. Ben Bishop's 6'7", so we're 2 inches shorter than the guy, but he's still a fucking unit. Like,
Okay, that's pretty big.
hold on, I want to see.
Dude, once you get
Tallest
past like
goalie
6'4", you
in
start
the
to look
show,
freakish.
or in the
Right?
NHL.
Don't you think so?
After you get what, 6'4"?
After you like are bigger than 6'4", and you like are filled out, you become. That's a whole other type of human being.
Oh man, we know a guy
Yeah.
starting to fill out recently. You guys been hitting the gym like an absolute madman.
Yeah.
Shout out to Hendy.
Yeah.
Guy, yeah,
But he's
dude.
6'4", and that's pretty big.
Dude, yeah, you look at that guy when he starts when you start to fill out like wide, you're like, okay.
Yeah.
This is a whole new archetype of human.
But then again, there's some people that just build muscle like crazy that are that size. If you're jacked and you're that size,
Like that tall, you mean?
yeah, and you're that tall,
Yeah.
that's a whole other type of human being. And then they can run faster than people that are smaller.
Yeah, because their legs are long too. Yeah. And they got like the fucking explosive power to get going. Yeah. It's pretty fucked.
That's why I'm saying about LeJam's Braun being in the NHL. If he has like that power in his legs.
Yeah, it's just, but it's so much different because like you can be a good sprinter, right? But that doesn't necessarily translate to skating. That's where at the NHL, I consider it a whole other, like a whole separate thing from the rest of it because it takes a different level of coordination to be able to like the stick handling mixed with your skating, mixed with all that. Like if you notice like little movements that they do, like if a guy's coming down full speed and he's like on like a shootout, right? And you watch him stick handle, not only are his hands really quickly, but like you'll notice like he'll cut this way and then he'll cut back and his fucking left foot kicks up to like act as an anchor.
Yeah.
And then he'll swing back that way, backhand. Like the coordination to get that down takes years of practice to get like your mind in like a hands and feet mode.
Yeah.
It's like drumming.
Yeah.
Going from playing guitar where you're just using your hands and like a basic you're basically running, right? Everybody knows how to run. You can run. I can run fast. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But like knowing how to get it to like going from guitar to drums where you're using your 2 feet for 2 different things and your hands for 2 different things.
Yeah.
It's so much more like coordination and like mindset you have to change, you know what I mean?
Yeah. That's like people who can play guitar and like play drums with their feet at the same time and sing at the same time. You ever seen like people that can do like all that shit? Like they can play piano in one hand and like drum with the other hand and then sing on the same time. Their brain's just fucking going. And it just doesn't make sense to me. You know, like
even to dude, but you can play guitar, you can fucking drum.
Yeah.
Like it like you have the mindset to separate like all of your
body
fucking
movements
appendages
like
and shit. Yeah. But like even like for someone like me where like drumming for me, obviously if I practice more at it, I'd be able to get it. But like the separation between arms and legs is so hard to get. Like it's ridiculous, man.
Yeah.
You have to learn that shit at a young age and just have it instilled in you.
Forced on it as a young age. So hey,
I mean,
thanks, Dad, but
worth it. Now you're nuts, you know?
I guess. But like I don't know, man. If there's anything you could go back when you were like a young kid and make yourself learn at a young age, what would it be?
Drums.
Think so? To like start when you're like fucking 5 or 6.
Yeah, 100%.
It's just ingrained in your brain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just I don't know. I've always wanted to play an instrument, and I can't really play any. Like,
if you play it every day for a year, you'll get good.
Oh, I'll get good, but that's the thing is like I don't have like a natural gift for any one thing.
You don't need a gift to play the
drums.
No,
and I'm not saying you need one. I'm just saying like having that start to be like, oh, I'm actually good at this. Let's get better at it. You know what I mean? But rather than starting and being like, I feel this feels so foreign, so unnatural to me, and then like you go for like 2 weeks hard, and you're like, you can see a little bit of it. It's like the gym, right? You go to the gym for 2 weeks hard, and you're like, well, I can lift a little bit more. I can see a little bit of definition, but it's just like it's not enough to get over that hump of like putting in that rest of the year effort. You know what I mean? So that's what I was talking about earlier, where you'll see some improvement on Twitch or whatever, but you fall off because you just don't see enough.
Yeah. That's why I'm fucking proud of myself for like jiu-jitsu.
Oh,
I literally got my ass beat
for every day
for a year. I didn't tap someone out for a year.
Yeah.
And I just got tapped out like a million times every day for literally a year. I still do to this day, but like you just get used to it. But I mean like it's the same sort of thing like drumming. Like you're like, "Oh, I'm not fucking good," and it's been like 2 months. You know what I mean? You got to think about it for the long run, right? Like I went into it knowing that I won't be decent for 2 years.
Yeah.
You know?
And I'd say you got there in like just over a year.
Yeah.
You're pretty decent now. Like you're on your way to a blue belt easily.
Yeah. But like there's like I don't know. It's different obviously, but it's that aspect where you just can't give up doing it. Same thing for podcasting. I don't give a fuck who watches this or not. The only person who's going to watch this episode is probably me. And like a few of the boys, but like you know what I mean? Like it's not like I don't care necessarily. It would be cool.
Rephrase. You care obviously about the success of it, but you don't care in the initial stages of like your numbers. You just want to do it and do it.
That's why people quit so easily is because
they care too much about
the numbers. Like I don't know.
That's like, yeah, honestly, like it's a good mindset because I've been in that mindset for working out before. I go for like 3-4 months hard dieting, doing all that shit, and you see results.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because you just don't care, and then all of a sudden you kind of like step on a scale,
Dude,
look at yourself in the mirror.
The
and
first
you're like,
time I
"Fuck."
went to the gym, the next day I was looking for muscles in
Yeah.
the mirror.
I remember because I was doing the same thing. Do you remember? Because we did like biceps and we couldn't uncurl our arms straight, like it hurt. So we're just like,
Dude, that was so fucked. It was like the first time we did biceps. I literally couldn't bring my arms past like a 45. Like,
for like 3 days, man. For like 3 days, my arms were stuck like this. I'm walking around looking like I'm fucking doing some of that, you know. I'm like, can somebody help me tie my shoes? Velcro.
Dude, Velcro shoes. Hey, I've been thinking about getting some Velcro because I don't care.
Are you that lazy? My
Hey,
guy.
they don't come undone, bro.
Bro,
If
you
they
know,
came out with some stylish Velcros, fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. Dude, all
new
the
Nike Air,
all
the Air Force 2s are just fucking Velcro, buddy. Sold out in a day.
in a heartbeat. In a heartbeat, dude. I would, dude. That's why I'm contemplating. I'm going to rock Crocs this summer. You
Dude,
got the speed strap on the back because you got to run.
dude, I like how people can rock like Crocs and like just completely like disgusting fucking like awful looking clothing.
Yeah.
But if you just wear it and people are like, "What the fuck are you doing?" and you're like, "Fuck off," and like
Yeah.
you just don't care.
Yeah.
And people are like, I can respect it now.
Dude, 100%.
I did it. I did that in Europe. I was rocking fucking my slides and socks, and people were like, "What are you doing?" And I was like,
Dude, slides and socks are a
play.
thing. Dude, it's a play. Everyone in basketball does that.
"Everybody in hockey does it."
Yeah, everybody.
Everybody rolls it, dude. Like all these Australian guys were like, "Take that off," and I'm just
Dude,
like,
fuck off.
Nah.
All Australians wear the fucking flip flops with the little G string in between their
just
toes,
doing your
man.
toes.
Hey, Australia, what the fuck are you doing? They wear jeans and sandals, bro.
Dude, they call them thongs, man.
Yeah,
I'm like, I'm like,
jeans and thongs. Hey,
Buddy,
man,
they're
it's
also-
45 degrees outside. Why are you wearing jeans?
Dude, that was my one buddy that came to visit from Australia. He would always rip fucking. He would always like, rip like we were in Europe at the time when I met him, and it's like 15 degrees out, and I'm like wearing like shorts and a t-shirt, and I'm cozy, and this guy's like, "Man, how are you not freezing your balls off right now?" And I'm like, "Dude, I'm sweating right now. What are you talking about?"
Dude,
Like,
people who live in Australia don't realize they live in a nuts climate.
oh, unreal. Like it's hot as fuck, but like sometimes it's like 50 degrees Celsius and your fucking testicles are on fire and you're like, "Bro, cool off just a smidge."
Yeah. That's
Versus us where we're just like, "It's -10 today. I'm going to wear a hoodie and some pants."
Yeah. I run cold though. I 100% run cold. Like today at work, I wore like a warm ass shirt and like a warm ass hoodie and a toque, and it was like 12 degrees Celsius outside.
Dude, when I was younger, it was worse than it is now. But like, dude, it'd be like November, December. You remember when we were in like high school? It'd be like I was one of those guys. I was
Wear
pretty
shorts
thick.
in the winter.
Yeah, I was just warm, bro.
You run warm. That's why you have to sleep with a fan. I don't like to sleep with a fan.
Oh no, dude! If that fan, like the other night, it like for whatever reason, like the turn thing is fucked up. So like randomly in the middle of the night, it'll just like drift off, and then I'll wake up in the middle of the night sweating, and I'm like, dude, like I need to like
You have it locked on you.
Yeah, at all time. Like it's on like right now. As soon as it got like above like 10 degrees, like consistently or close to, it went from 1. Like in the winter, it's on 1. In like the spring, it's on 2. Summer, full blast, and I'm still fucking dying.
You rock it during the winter, eh?
Yep.
Do you rock your
All year
AC
round.
during winter?
No, because I can't have the AC down here anymore.
Why?
'Cause, bro, it's ground level.
Oh,
The window's open. What do you mean?
I guess.
I wish I wanted it in here because it still gets hot as fuck.
Dude.
But
Yeah. Man, did I tell you about change the subject completely? Change the subject completely. My schizophrenic neighbor.
yes.
Dude, have I talked about the schizophrenic neighbor before?
On the pod?
Yeah. I don't think so. I
don't know.
So, hey, guess what, guys? I have a schizophrenic psychopath as a neighbor. And this guy, well, first of all, I've lived at this house for maybe like, 4 years? I live in like a
more than
townhouse
that,
complex.
man.
4 or 5 years, let's say.
5, 6.
Okay, whatever, I've lived there. And I've had this like schizophrenic guy. He's like 30 years old and he lives with his parents and they live kind of like I live in like a complex, but it's like a cul-de-sac area, kind of where I live, and he lives like across from me. But their balcony like looks directly at my driveway, right? And there's a guy who's like a complete tweak show, and he doesn't have a job. All he does is live with his parents, and he just hack starts on his balcony all the time. And this guy, like, he was always weird. I didn't know he was schizophrenic for a while, and he never really started talking to me until like maybe a year or two ago. But then like I would just like get out of my car, and he's like, "What's up, man?" from like across the road, and I like turn around, I'm like, "Hey, man." And then he would just say like some weird shit or like, "What are you doing, bro?" I'm like, "Dude, I was at work. Like, let me go inside, man. I'm not trying to have a conversation with you.
I'm trying to go the fuck
You're a
inside.
30-year-old man."
Yeah.
And then, so I find out he's schizophrenic, right? And then I just see him like on the street tweaking out, dancing.
He'll be like in the middle of the city.
Like the middle of the road.
Like just dancing, like full headphones, just absolutely fucking sending it. Full,
He goes
full
hard,
pin.
man. He goes hard. And I'm like, hey, man, at least you're not like killing people, right?
I mean,
and
forget.
So, dude, that's where I'm going with this.
Oh,
But
really?
So, like, every once in a while, he doesn't take his medication because he likes to rebel from his parents. And he'll just
Fuck the system.
tweak out like crazy. Like, this guy, like, he set up, we have like a strict, like, you're not even allowed propane fires in my goddamn complex. He lit a bonfire in my backyard. In my neighbor's backyard. Like a fucking 20-foot bonfire. And because he didn't have his medication on, he was tweaking out. And he was like, he went in his parents' safe and took out a bunch of their money and was making it rain in the fire because I found this out, because his parents pay him $5 a week in allowance. He's 30 years old, man.
You're making $5
And they didn't
a week.
pay him for his allowance because he like didn't clean the dishes or something, right? And this dude fucking ripped up a Bible, threw it in the fucking fire because I guess they're Christian, threw all their money in the fire. So they sent him off to like a fucking, what's it called? Psych ward. He was there for like a month, came back, and then he started smoking meth. I found this out.
Meth?
You know how Buddy Guy's been losing weight? My dad's like, oh, it's because he's going on walks and tweaking out? No, dude, meth. 100% meth. And I was in my buddy's house the other day, and I was talking to his dad, because his dad, they live 2 houses down from him, right? And he was like, yeah, man, like, Buddy Guy, like, they got a restraining order on him. Remember? They put a restraining order on him. He wasn't living there for like a month or two. Yeah, because they found out he was smoking meth. And yesterday morning, my girlfriend slept over at my house. Yeah. And in the morning, I left to work
flex.
at like, I went to work at like 5 a.m.
Yeah.
And then she texted me at like 7 a.m. like, yo, dude, like, because my dad was still asleep. She's like, yo, like, I was leaving your house, and like, there's a crack pipe on your fucking porch. This guy fucking smoked meth on my fucking porch last night.
You didn't tell me
2 days ago. Yeah, I forgot to tell you. Yeah.
What the fuck? Dude, this is the same guy back in grade 11 when we got out of my car and we were walking to your house, and like in the distance we can hear some guy screaming, and we thought it was like a domestic dispute, which I have another story about that, but like a domestic dispute, and like we're like, what the fuck's going on here? And we just hear like, "'Cause I rule the world. I have all the fucking power." And we're like, what the fuck's going on?
I have all the power.
And I like took a video of it and everything, and we like come around the corner, like as you're like from like the visitor parking going to your house, and then it gets louder, and he's like up the street, and he's like, "Right, you fucking run, you cockroaches!" And we're like, oh my god. And we like run inside the house, like right inside the front door, and this guy chased us down and fucking kicked the door. Dude,
I remember that. Yeah, he kicked the door. He was trying to break in.
Yeah, and your dad was fucking sweating bullets. But like, it's fine. The door's locked, and your dad's like, "Oh, I'm gonna call the cops."
Dude, I don't know, man. But I was talking to Buddy's dad, and he says like they're genuinely concerned that because he always argues with his parents.
Yeah.
But now that he's on meth, if he's off his medication and they take his meth, he thinks he's gonna kill his parents.
That'd be so fucked, dude.
Dude,
you ever seen the movie Midsummer?
No. I've been fucking having nightmares about hearing this guy, because I could hear it. I can hear his house. You know what I mean? Like, he's across the street. Yeah. Dude, I feel like he's actually going to kill his parents, like, within a year. I swear to God. And, like, his neighbors, Spencer's fucking dad and his mom, have tried to call, like, the cops and, like, warn them and say, like, hey, like, you need to do something. We're genuinely concerned that, like, he's going to kill somebody, right? Yeah. Because he's that gone. You know what I mean? And, like, dude,
there's like, they don't have a.
If I hear the screams, nope, I'm moving.
Yeah.
Nope.
Fuck that.
Dude, it's so scary to me, man. Like,
dude, the opening to the movie, I don't want to spoil it. The opening to the movie Midsummer though is kind of like on that shit, like the exact same vein as what you're talking about.
yeah.
And I'm not I'm not exaggerating when I say that there's an image that they show and they pause on for a good amount of time after this whole fucking thing plays out. I don't want to spoil it for the fucking viewers, but I'll tell you after. And it is like I can look at it now, and it's the most terrifying thing I've ever seen. Like it's not terrifying, but just psychologically like demented. It's fucked.
What is it?
I'll tell you after, but like it's just the beginning of the movie. Go watch that movie.
What's the movie about?
It's about this. It plays into the whole thing, but this girl and her boyfriend and like some of his friends go to Sweden for like this festival called like the Midsummer Festival.
Yeah.
Where it's like in like northern Sweden. And they what's it called? Do like a bunch of shrooms and shit. Like, and they like trip balls and like there's like a sacrifice of some fucking shit and it's just a whole bunch of fuck shit. But yeah, it's like this like drug fueled fucking festival with all these fucked people that are in like a cult.
Really?
Yeah, it's whack. You should watch it. It's a good
Yeah.
movie. No, but that domestic dispute thing that I was telling you about. Me and Hendy went downtown. We went to Kit's, and we were like, I was taking pictures. I got a new camera. Shout out to new camera. But I was like walking around. We're like taking pics, and it's like near like we walked all the way like on like Kit's Beach, all the way around to like not Gastown, but what the fuck's the place? I don't know. But anyway, we walked like around, came back, and like we're just walking through like a regular neighborhood, and then we just hear like bang, ow. You fucking bitch, fuck you. And then we hear a female voice and it's like, no, fuck you. And he's like, you fucking hit me. And I was like, and we both like,
You heard of someone's house?
yeah, like we were like out front of their house and me and Hendy like look at each other and we kind of like we were walking like side by side and the house is like here. So we kind of like stop and we just turn and like look at the house and we're just like, should we leave? Should we like stay and make sure things are okay? I was like, I feel like the lady is in command right now, and we were like, it's okay. We like turned around and left.
Dude, do you remember when we were? It might have been you
in your old house.
My old house. We heard that guy beat the shit
out of his
out of his
wife.
wife.
That was like, dude, like, and when we're not like over exaggerating when we say like beat like the shit because. Dude, it was literally like,
God.
it was yelling. Like, your dad wasn't home. Your brother wasn't home. It was just me and you. We were chilling. It was like before we would smoke weed or anything. And we were chilling. We were playing COD. And we like came upstairs to get some food. And it was like just yelling. We're like, holy fuck, these guys are going at it. And then it was like yelling. And I think she sprayed something at him. And this, like, you heard like a full-on clap noise and just a guttural female scream. I was like, okay, that's enough for me. I'm going back downstairs to play Call of Duty.
You put on your headphones, there's like a single tear coming down. You're like, it's okay.
Mommy, no. Oh, God, man, yeah.
Dude, I don't know, man. The world's just absolutely fucking collapsing.
Dude, this world is just fucked. Just too far gone.
I don't know, man. It's
yeah,
we should fucking wrap.
Dude,
her
we've
up
been
here.
going for a while. This is an extra long pod.
Dude, fucking congratulations, boys. We got the new camera, so we don't have to take those breaks. So it's not limited to an hour anymore. We'll go however fucking long we want. However
Wow.
long we want. Dude,
You-
I gotta limit myself on the beers because normally like the hour-long podcast limits me to about 3 beers, but I've crushed 5 right now, and I haven't had dinner yet. I'll drive home slow. All right, boys.
Boy, walk home.
I'm gonna walk home, boys.
You gonna work tomorrow?
Oh yeah, I'll be okay, dude.
You're gonna
my
wake up
work's
just-
my work's gonna fucking shut down within the next week probably. Do you think they're gonna close construction sites? They close construction sites in like New York and shit.
Yeah, but New York also has like a fuck ton of
Yeah, like more people than
infections.
Canada. So like,
That's fuck it. Yeah, I don't know.
LA's got more people than Canada
Not LA, California.
or California. Sorry,
LA's got
California.
like
That's
4
what I mean.
million people, bro.
Yeah, sorry.
Dude, imagine 40 million people in LA. Bro, Talk about fucked.
Dude, apparently the LA traffic is like next level fucked.
Yeah.
Like to go like from where we live to like Vancouver,
Like an hour
which for
drive.
us takes like 45 minutes.
No, it's an hour.
Okay, say an hour, right?
Yeah.
Right now for me, since nobody's on the road, it takes half an hour to come home.
I had to go to fucking school at like one fucking like a quick thing there and a quick thing back, just to drop that gear off that I had. Dude, it's like half an hour drive there. I was cooking like 100 the whole way.
Dude.
I was like,
Dude, it's weird. There's nobody in the HOV because everyone's afraid to fucking hang out with people. I trust 5 people right now. As far as like,
yeah, I'm on like an.
I'm gonna limit my friends a little bit, but I'm still gonna hang out with my friends. But I'm not gonna go to like a house party or anything like that.
No.
I hate, dude. You know what pisses me off? Here's another segment of what pisses you off this week, dude. With this coronavirus shit, people posting like them hanging out with a bunch of people and saying hashtag social distancing. Hey, fuck off. We get it. You're rebellious, okay? You're rebellious. You don't
Going
care
against
about the
the
fucking
system.
virus. But like,
You're
man,
living your life. Good job, Budge.
I don't know, man.
At the same time, there's the other spectrum where it's like, I'm not gonna leave the house and hang out with any of my friends to limit my exposure. Your parents still go to work, you fuckwit.
I guess. I don't know, man. I feel like there's so little cases right now in BC. Like, you're still fucking fine. Like, you can go chill as long as you don't like.
Fine.
If you go downtown and you don't go to like restaurants, but you just go like walk around downtown, or you go do whatever, you're fine. You're fine. You don't have to stay in your house like that.
Hey,
they just mean like don't fucking go. They're just canceling concerts and bars and shit. Like,
don't ride the bus and lick the poles.
Exactly.
Drive your car places and walk around.
All right. Yeah. Anyways, we should wrap her up here.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck boys. It was a good pod today.
It was a long one.
It was a long boy. The longest one at the times.
Yeah.
So far, we got the new cam, the new fucking setup, boys. We're
new
probably
setup
not gonna
is-
have much to do if the world gets quarantined for 2 months. So Trey and I are probably just gonna fucking chill here and make some pods, boys. The introduction to the handshake on the pod. You boys know what the fuck's going on here. We'll fucking see you next week, boys. Thanks for sticking around.
Stay safe out there.
Love you guys. Peace out.
Bing, bing.